I've been wanting to test this for years, and today is the day. We've got a super cool setup back here measuring decibels and speed, and we're gonna see what is the nice, great pedal.
What is the best bowstring silencer?
The first thing we're testing is just letting the tag ends pop out on this D97 bowstring. Let's see if they make it quiet. 171, 74.7.
We're recording 3 shots per string type and setup, and gonna put them on the computer.
Next we got no string silencers.
Using the same string every time and removing the silencers, putting the new ones on. That way we can be as consistent as possible.
That's right. So next we're doing beaver string silencers.
Beaver, test 1.
I'm guessing that rabbit and beaver are going to be very similar.
We've done beaver, rabbit, now we're doing wool.
These ones are by far the most expensive. Oops, 155.
Wow, that's so much slower. Whiskers.
I think I might be using the wrong type of yarn here. I think this might all just fall apart after like 3 shots, but we'll see. It's snowing.
Oh no. It went 86 and then it went to 89 when the target hit.
86, okay. Quiet string noise, shortened string oscillation cycle.
Be interesting because like those and the whiskers are more compound centric ones. 90. Interesting. The loudest one yet.
Which makes sense. It's the least fluffy. 163. Just gonna pull this out.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Hey, Fletch.
Paracord silencers.
Let's see if D97 string material can be a great silencer. Here's what we're gonna look at. What silencer shoots the fastest? What silencer is the quietest? What silencer is the cheapest? And what silencer is the quietest per feet per second? For the most part, everything was pretty similar in speed except for the wool. The wool was way slower than everything else by about 12 feet per second. But everything else was right around 165 to 169 feet per second, with at the top being the rabbit and the whiskers, and then right behind that, beaver, paracord, then D97, no silencers, yarn, and then the wool. Pretty equal for the most part, except for the wool, which was the most fluffy, which kind of makes sense that slowed the arrow down the most. I'll link all these charts in the description if I know how. The wool was the quietest by far at 83 decibels, 83.9. Rabbit, 85.2. Beaver, 85.23. 85.3 yarn, 85.4. D97. Paracord, no silencers, and then the string leech and whiskers were actually both louder than no silencers according to our tests. Decibels divided by feet per second. So this is going to give you the most speed and the most quietness combo.
Okay, this is kind of the sweet spot.
Sweet spot for these silencers. We've got the rabbit coming in first, beaver coming in second, D97 silencer, paracord, yarn, whiskers, then string leech actually, no silencers, and then the wool. The wool's last on this list just because it slowed that arrow down so much.
So it's the quietest, but it slowed the arrow down 6 times, probably more than any other one.
Cost varies from $0 to $18, no silencers, paracord, and then if you have D97 material laying around, those are all free. If you're looking to buy D97, a spool is like $30, $40. Beaver and rabbit are both $10. Whiskers, $7. String leech and yarn, $4 or $5. Yarn might be free if you have that laying around. And then the wool is $18.
So it only cost me $7 to make my bowstring louder?
Practically what silencer is the best? If your goal is to go cheap, then it's something you have lying around the house, paracord, yarn. If your goal is to have the quietest bow possible, then you're gonna wanna look at wool or something very fluffy, something that has a lot of absorption. If your goal is to have the most speed with the quietest bow. What came in first place for those was the Beaver and the Rabbit, with a close behind it D97. So there's obviously a balance between speed and quietness. So pick what that balance is for you and enjoy shooting your bow. And if you want to know to an extreme of how quiet can you make your bow, that's what we're going to do next with some extensive testing. See if we can get it to 0 decibels. Like it gets quieter when you shoot your bow. It's like, Stay shatterproof, and we'll see you on the next video.